Multiple tears have been shed. I was not expecting that. I could so go to sleep right now, but I can't because we gotta read another book. There's just so many books, so little time. Cut the cameras. Close the curtain. I'm done. Hello and welcome back to Alexandria Loves Books Beautiful Bookmas edition. Today it's time for another 24-hour readathon because I am trying to hustle on my reading goals before the end of 2025. We're focusing on our series tracker here. We need to cut these down before the new year starts. I just counted and I am in the middle of 19 series, and that is only counting the series where the next book is out already. So there are some books that series that I'm in the middle of where the next book hasn't come out yet, so I'm not counting those for right now. In a dream world, I would like to be in the middle of around 10 series. I'm nowhere near that. So we need to get serious here, folks. We need to lock down and read responsibly and cut down our series tracker. It's not just these 2 pages. We have our first page here, and we have spilled onto a 4th page. There's just so many books, so little time. I reorganized the TBR cart to have a series I'm in the middle of on top. So as you can see, there is a holiday romance on here. Because this is Bookmas, I do want to read this in this readathon. However, I don't want to start with a very merry bromance because I am technically in the middle of another holiday romance for another video. So I just want to take a little bit of a break from holiday romance, read something else, and then I will pick this up for book 2. There's so many options here, but I think I know which one I want to read. Can I pick it off? Right? Nope. No, that's not it. Take 2. I picked the same one. Okay, take 3. I want to read Chasing Shelter by Catherine Cowles. This is the 5th out of 6 books in the Sparrow Fall series. This is small town romantic suspense books. I'm obsessed with these stories. The series follows different siblings in the Coulson family, and they all have very interesting, traumatic upbringings, backstories. They're all now in a small town, and their past kind of comes back to haunt them in some way or another as they meet the love of their life, who often also has a traumatic past. These books are kind of a little formulaic, so I don't recommend you read them too close together because they can seem a little too similar, but I eat up this series. This one follows Trace, and I want to say her name is Ellie. We met them in previous books. Trace is a single dad. He's either the police officer or sheriff in this small town, I forget, but he works in the police force, and he has a daughter, and Ellie, she runs away from what her life was looking like to come here and kind of be with her brother, and she meets Trace. That's pretty much all I know. I bet there's more to it. I'm assuming her past comes to haunt them. I'm assuming his does too. I came here seeking sanctuary. I never meant to fall for the broody single dad next door. His protectiveness is as infuriating as it is alluring. And when danger comes calling, it's Trace who stands between me and the darkness. Trace tempts me to open my heart to dream of a life I'd long since given up on. The only problem, Trace has his own demons, and when they collide with mine, the fallout could destroy us both. Let's start the timer and get to reading. Time for a check-in. I'm about 4 hours in. We have 20 hours remaining. I'm 180 pages into this book, which means I am almost halfway. So far, I don't have too much to say, but I'm having a good time hearing about Trace's upbringing and his family and where he comes from and how that's coming back into his present has been very interesting, and like, I don't know, it's giving me adrenaline where I'm like, oh my gosh, this person is in his life and what's gonna happen? What are they gonna try to do? Making me like nervous, but like in an entertained way. And same goes for Ellie. Like I already knew kind of what her backstory in life was like because I learned that in the previous book. I feel for her so much with it's like hard because I can't say details, but I feel for her so much with seeing how people from her past won't exactly let her go. It's making my heart pace a little bit because I know that things are probably going to get intense. I like Trace and Ellie. They're not like sticking out to me. I like them though, and I like them together because I think they are a good fit, because she really needs someone that takes care of her while also appreciating her for who she is and how she is, what she is, why she is. And I think she's a good fit for him as well, because he definitely needs someone to help him loosen up a bit. So let's start the timer back up and keep on reading. I have just about 100 pages left, and the mystery suspenseful part of it is like picking up, and I'm so excited for that. I just found out some information on page 269, and now I'm like, oh no, in a bad way for the characters, but in a good way for me, the reader, because it is entertaining. If you are a mystery person, but you want to get into romance, these books, they're cliche, but you eat it up. You can't help but eat it up. This is so creepy too. All I knew was that I needed to get to her. Had to make sure she was okay. I love how he loves her. I have a theory. Oh, don't take that away from me. Where's my pen? Oh, it's over there. I don't feel like getting it. I'm mentally putting a heart on the bottom of page 328. This is so sweet and precious. And just when you think things are happy, things are good, the book's almost done, something bad happens. I hate it. I mean, I love it, but I hate it when authors end chapters like that. What? I was not expecting that. Oh my gosh. So earlier when I said I had a theory, I was so off. People be crazy. I know this is fiction, but people be crazy. We have 15 and a half hours remaining, and I finished the first book. I think I'm gonna rate this a 3.75 stars. I really enjoyed it. It's not my favorite of the series. My favorites are the first 3 books. Fragile Sanctuary, Delicate Escape, and Broken Harbor. I rated them all between like 4 to 4.25. Beautiful Exile, I think I did a 3.5, so it's my least favorite, but I still enjoyed it. And now Chasing Shelter, somewhere in the middle. I did really enjoy Trace and Ellie together. Like I mentioned earlier, I think that they were really good for each other and really what the other person needed. I wasn't sure how I felt fully about like the mystery suspense side of things. I was always invested, but I was like, okay, I don't know. And I was like, it seems like maybe it might be obvious, but maybe not. But here's my theories that are not obvious. My theories were wrong. And then I was thrown for a turn that I did not expect, as you guys saw. So it definitely kept me entertained, and I always love when MMC is like all about the FMC safety. Obviously it makes more sense when there's something like this going on, but I eat it up every time, and I enjoy it. It's not like an out of this world read. The series isn't gonna like blow your mind, but it's so enjoyable if this is your type of thing, or if you're ever in the mood for this type of thing. So I highly recommend this series. I'm so excited to read, where is it? Secret Haven, the 6th and final book. And now I'm going to read a book that will finish a series, the last book in the Bromance Book Club series, A Very Merry Bromance. This series follows this group of, like, found family, very much so, but this group of male friends. There's a different friend is the male main character in each book, and they're part of the Bromance Book Club series, or not series, well, yeah, but the Bromance Book Club, there we go. And they read romance books, and they learn from it on how to be better men, how to be better people, how to be better partners to their women. And I love it. I read the series for the male friendships. Never thought there'd be a series where I want to read about male friendships. And obviously there's women characters And I enjoy their friendships too, but I really enjoy seeing this group of men hold each other accountable, and they help each other work through their emotions and what they're going through. More men in real life need to have friendships like this, because truly, like, male loneliness epidemic, how do you guys actually talk to each other? Your friends don't even know the name of like your exes or your girlfriend. Did you see that viral video on TikTok? Men don't know crap about their male best friends. And if they had better friendships, they'd be less lonely and they'd be more likely to get a girlfriend if that's what they're interested in. Just saying. Anyway, sorry for that little rant. That's why I love this series. The romances themselves I enjoy, but they're not that special in my opinion. I'm not super connected to them, but I enjoy it. Like, I have a good time. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be continuing the series. This one follows Colton, who is a country music singer. I think he has like a one-night stand with Gretchen, who we've met in the previous books. She is an immigration attorney, and she just seems like boss, you know? She just took it as like a love him and leave him situation, but he is interested and he wants more. And I think it's a year later, he's trying to work on his music and it's like not going so well. And she has given an offer from her family to get their help in a way to be able to help the community more. And so the way that she needs Colton's help, she needs him to agree to be the face of her family's whiskey company in order for them to be willing to like do whatever it is that she wants in regards to being able to help the community. And he agrees, but he says, we need to have 3 dates before Christmas. I think I'm going to read about them falling in love. And look, he's I guess they're going to read a holiday romance in this one. So that's going to be really fun. I have 13 hours and 41 minutes remaining in total, which to reach the 12-hour mark, I have an hour and 41 minutes remaining. I'm just under 100 pages into A Very Merry Bromance. I'm tired though. It's 9:37 p.m. and I would love to just lay in bed and fall asleep to a YouTube video. Whoa, I feel like a robot that I just like shut off. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can in bed. Hopefully I will be able to read until 11. But I'm just gonna try to like lay here and just read as much as I can, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I fell asleep at around 11 hours in. I think I had 13 hours remaining. Truly, I read until my eyes went shut and I couldn't open them again. I literally fell asleep with all my lights on, woke up in the middle of the night being like, oh, luckily I did pause the timer. But I woke up around 7 a.m. to start reading again, and I have 13 hours remaining, and I think I was around page 127-ish. Listen, we're gonna keep going. Don't worry. But I'm gonna do day 2 a little differently. There's so many different ways to approach a 24-hour readathon, and I'm gonna combine a few ways. I started off doing like the 12 hours one day, 12 hours another day. Of course, it's 11, 13, but you know, same concept. Some people also will like set the timer and then they will not pause it, even if like they are like eating or cooking or going to the bathroom or taking their dog out. You know, they don't pause it even when they're not reading, but they are prioritizing reading. I'm gonna do that for today. The timer is still going right now. I have just under 11 hours remaining, and it's going to stop at 8:40 p.m. no matter if I'm reading or not. I don't want this to, if I pause the timer like I did yesterday when I wasn't actively reading, I'm going to be reading until midnight and I'll be miserable. So I'm not going to do that, because reading is meant to be fun. And I love reading challenge, but if it's making me miserable or just ruining my day rather than adding to it, then what's the point? Anyway, reading update. I am now on page 204, chapter 15 of A Very Merry Bromance. So I have about 150 pages remaining. I'm not liking this book all that much. I'm not actively disliking it, but I'm not actively liking it either. I don't necessarily like Colton and Gretchen together. He just seems like he's pushing her a lot. It doesn't seem like he's like pursuing her. It seems like he's pushing her. I'm finding him annoying. He's like, oh, I know she hates Christmas, so I'm gonna force her to go to this Christmas thing. I'm gonna force her to do this Christmas thing with me, and she's miserable. And of course there's walls that she has up there, and I do like that he's like, I'm not giving up on her, because clearly like she has these walls built up for a reason, and he's like knows that she's used to people giving up on her. I like the intent behind it, but the way it's coming across, I'm like, you're actually annoying, and it just seems like you are pushing her and just making her uncomfortable and miserable rather than like actually breaking through those walls that she has built up. I also don't like the pacing of it. Like, I'm not feeling any emotion towards them whatsoever. And then when we are in like her POV and we're like getting to know her and her thoughts a little bit more, clearly she does have feelings for him and likes him, and it seems more like she's just physically interested in him. Like there's not much like emotional interest, I guess a little bit, but it's, I don't know, it's not strong. The pacing of it just seems weird, because then it's like randomly like she's like, okay, I want to kiss him. Okay, but why? Because you were just saying how he's annoying you because he's pushing and forcing you to do these things that you don't want to do. I think I'm just going to try my best to just binge this and kind of finish this. It's not like I'm reading it and being like, oh, I hate this book, or oh, I don't want to read this book, but I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, I don't enjoy this. I don't like them. I keep getting so distracted. Then I keep coming back to my book and being like, why haven't I progressed past the same paragraph I've been on for what feels like the past 30 minutes, even though that's being dramatic. I feel like this is going to be like a 3-star. I can't see it improving to be more than that. This series, these are the only books I've read by Lyssa Kay Adams, and I feel like she has a very unique writing style, which isn't bad, but it's just not my favorite and I don't prefer it. She writes in third person, but then also it's like, it's not that she's telling instead of showing, but she like leans that way. But it's like in a not quirky way. Like I don't know how to explain it, but when I read it, I'm like, oh, this makes sense. Like this is like a cute, different writing style, but I don't prefer it because I just don't feel very connected to her characters most of the time. Like even the books that I enjoyed the most out of the series, I'm not super connected to any of them. Her family is awful, but I just don't understand why they're awful. Like, why are they treating her this way, especially her brother? Like, what is the reason? And I hope we get another answer, like an answer for that, but I mean, we have 50 pages left, but I don't know. And we have 8.5 hours left, which means I need to hustle so that I can hopefully finish another book. What? The pacing of this relationship, a little wild. Oh, it said 1 year later. Okay. Okay. That makes it better. I thought this was the next day. Glad we cleared that up. I finished it. Now I will pause the timer. Just under 8 hours remaining. Oh, I'm tired. I could so go to sleep right now. But I can't because we gotta read another book. I finished A Very Merry Bromance by Lyssa Kay Adams, and by doing so, I completed and checked off the Bromance book club series. It always feels so good finishing a series and just checking it off the mental load and the series tracker in my reading journal. I ended up rating it 3 stars. I enjoyed it, but it didn't stick out to me. I didn't feel very connected to Gretchen or Colton. I just was kind of there for the ride. Honestly, what kept me the most entertained was the family drama with her family. That was wild. And I was just like, are you kidding me? They're doing that? Why are they doing this? Why are they saying that? And like, that's what I was invested in more so than like them falling in love, because I don't really believe their love. And I was like, I feel like this didn't really go that deep emotionally, but I'm also like, well, I could see how someone reads this and think it does, because you do get like their insecurities and what they're going through in their past and how that affects their present. Like, so yeah, like there's depth to it, but I didn't feel it for some reason. So maybe that's just a me thing, a personal thing. It's not like necessarily on the book. I just think this writing style and the series just like isn't a top tier series for me, but it's still enjoyable and I had a good time. So that meant I got to completely circle in, color in whatever the box is, and that series is done. So I have 7 hours and 50 minutes remaining. Let's pick our next book. I think I want to pick a book that I know, or I feel confident that I can finish in this timer. And so I think I'm going to choose Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonam-Young. This is the second book in the Out series. It's just 2 interconnected standalones. It's Out on a Limb and then Out of the Woods. This is literally like 300 pages, maybe 303. Okay, it's 315 pages. It just feels so small, and I love that because I just want something that's like bingeable and quick. So Sarah and Caleb are actually already a couple. They've been together since high school, and I always think it's really interesting when we have a romance book where the couple has already like fallen in love and they're just working through things or going through something. For the past 17 years, they have had each other's backs through all of life's ups and downs. But Sarah has begun to wonder, who is she without her other half?
When she takes on a project of her own, a fundraising gala in memory of her late mother, Sarah wants nothing more than to prove herself and to everyone else that she doesn't need Caleb's help to succeed. She's still her mother's daughter after all, independent and capable. That is, until the event fails and Caleb steps in uninvited to save the day. The rift that follows unearths a decade of grievances and doubts. Are they truly the same people they were when they got married at 19? Are they supposed to be? In a desperate attempt to fix what they fear is breaking, Sarah and Caleb make the spontaneous decision to get out of their comfort zone and join a grueling hiking trip intended to guide couples through rough patches. What follows is a life-affirming comedy of errors as two nature-averse people fight their way out of the woods in order to find their way back to their roots. By reading this, I will also cross off another series, and I should be able to finish this within hopefully 6 to 7 hours. So I might even have extra time after this. Are you kidding me? I turned the page and the author's note, content warnings, the first one, death of a parent from ALS. This book is gonna make me freaking cry. Did I already know that? Was that mentioned in Out on a Limb? I don't remember that. If you don't know, I had a parent that died from ALS, so. Yay! Let's get into it. I'm 78 pages in. I have about 6 hours left. And I'm feeling a little slumpy. Not book slumpy, not reading slumpy. I'm enjoying the book. I'm invested. It's an easy read, but I'm just getting tired and a little like, I would like to take a break from reading, even though I want to read this book and I'm having a good time and I want to see how this retreat trip, camping trip, hiking adventure plays out for Sarah and Caleb and how it helps them. But yeah, I'm liking it. Her writing is still like, it's making me laugh. It's fun, but also this is like a serious thing of like, I'm feeling marital struggles, but also like they still like very much love each other. And we're getting, oh, sorry, you're moving here because you're on my blanket. Get off my blanket, guys. Okay. You should be more stable now. We're getting the back and forth timeline of when they met in high school and like how they fell in love in high school, and also with her mom getting sick and passing away, and like that really I think bonded them even more than like the average high school couple. And I'm glad it's not like neither one of them is like a bad guy or like a bad, spouse. They both have, good intentions and everything. He has good intentions with what's making her upset, but they need to work on these things. I really like want them to work things out. I'm assuming they will, because a romance book, I just need to like wake up. It's only been like an hour since I updated you. I'm on page 120. I have about 5 hours remaining, but I'm feeling restless and I'm burning out steam. I think I'm just really uncomfortable because I've just been sitting in my reading chair all day and I'm just tired of sitting like that. So this might be a stupid move. We'll see, but I am in my bed, which I already feel more comfortable just because it's like feels different on my body. So I think I'm gonna read as much as I can in bed. I might take a break to shower because I definitely need a shower tonight. I was gonna wait until after I finish the readathon, but I think I might do it before then just because I'm feeling so like bleh. And I think once I get the serum out of my hair and actually wash my hair and my scalp and my body, I will feel like a new woman. The argument on page 147 actually made me like cry. It's just so real and honest. And even though I've never been married, I'm currently not in a relationship, and I've never been in a relationship as long as theirs, but I still I feel seen in ways, and I literally like continuing reading the scene and I'm like tearing up. This is not just about their relationship to her. This is also about her identity and her worth and her life. I love them. And this journey of working through marital problems and their own stuff is just getting me in the heartstrings, okay? Multiple tears have been shed. And not even about the ALS thing. I thought I'd be crying about that. Nope. I only just now realized that I know the reference of the paper airplane now. And my heart? Are you kidding me? I did stop the timer at 2 hours and 53 minutes remaining because I'm gonna go shower. I'm around 250 pages in, And I'll be honest, I'm starting to feel a little bored. I'm sure part of that might be because I've been reading for around 24 hours. My brain is a little tired, but I do mainly think it's because the story, I don't think it's like run its course, but I'm like, I feel like we've gone on our arcs, our emotional arcs, our plot arcs. Like, I feel like this story can like kind of wrap up now. I've been enjoying everything I've read up till now. I just started to notice that I was like just trying to get through it and a little bit bored. I'm almost done. And then I can go to sleep. Why are we having this third act conflict? What's the point? We could have wrapped up and just been good. This just seems like it was just added in to add it in. What is the purpose? I mean, okay, I've only just found out about it, so I need to maybe read it. And see if this is actually going to take us anywhere and if it has a purpose. But right now it feels like there's no purpose and it feels like it's just thrown in to give me anxiety. I finished Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonam-Young and I have 27 minutes remaining. But we're not doing that. Cancel. Bye. We're done. We're done. Cut it. Cut the cameras. Close the curtain. I'm done. So I guess I failed this challenge because I did not read for 24 hours. But I read 3 books and that is a success in my eyes. I love this book. My first thoughts after I like finished recording when I was like, I filmed me finishing it was I just said that to myself, this was so good. I highly and heavily enjoyed it. I'd say this is probably a 4 or a 4.25 stars. And I am really impressed with Hannah Bonam-Young, specifically with this book, because it is short. It is 315 pages. And yet I felt so connected to the characters. I laughed a lot. I giggled. I cried, both happy tears and sad tears. I was so invested emotionally. There are some books that are like 400, 500 page books that I'm like, okay, and Hannah Bonam-Young made me care so much while still giving me a short read. A short book doesn't mean it can't be, like, have depth. That it can't be a well-rounded story and well-rounded characters and real authentic human characters, you know? Because there's sometimes when, like, I'm reading shorter books that I feel like they don't go there when, like, I need them to. Because to me, that's what makes a good book, is when I can feel and when I'm invested, even if I don't fully, like, relate to the characters, because that's just so, like, an author can't predict what me specifically is going to relate to, even though a lot of humans have some experiences. But if they can get me invested, and, like, and care, then they did a good job. Not that, I don't want to say, like, other people didn't, but they did a great job if they can do that. And Hannah Bonam-Young made me do that with this short little book. I finished 3 books and I am so happy. I finished 2 series, the Out series and the Bromance Book Club series, and I am one step closer to finishing Sparrow Falls with only 1 book left. I am quite happy and satisfied with this 24-hour readathon. I find it quite successful. I forgot, there's something else I wanted to mention about this book. I feel like oftentimes, if you watch a few of my videos before, you might have heard me say about a book, a romance book, that, you know, I enjoyed it, but I don't believe in the character's love. Honestly, it's kind of how I felt about this one. I didn't believe their love. Like, they said that they were in love and falling in love, and I was just like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll go along with it, but I didn't feel the love. I didn't believe it. Hannah Bonam-Young made me believe it. And again, in only 300 pages. I love their love. I love Sarah and Caleb together so much. And it just makes sense. And their love is so strong and pure and whole. And oh, I loved it. I had to say that. The love in this was so good. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you read any of these books and what your thoughts are on them. If you'd like to follow me on the daily, here's my socials. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any of the Bookmas uploads. I love you all so much, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye!